and welcome to this first lecture of the new section on of winning business strategy formulation. In this course on business strategy formulation, modeling, and planning. So, in this module, what we will do is to help you understand in depth how to formulate a winning business strategy. We have talked a lot about what is a winning business strategy, what are the different strategies that you have in terms of differentiation, cost leadership, etc. And what we will do in this lecture is to recap what is the winning business strategy because it's been a while since we talked about it as a concept. So before we get into the formulation, it'll be good to recapture what is a winning business strategy. So what do you think is a winning business strategy? Any thoughts? Can you recall? So, winning business strategy is basically answering many questions that is best visualized by Michael Porter in this hub and spoke wheel that you see in the left hand side. So, at the center of this wheel, there are questions that you need to answer about the goals and the competitive strategy of the company. And then there are spokes that you need to answer about those. And these questions, as you see in the screen, are like what's your vision for the future of your own company? How will you broadly compete in this category? And we saw that there are broadly three areas that you can use, three ways you can compete. You can compete on differentiation, you can compete on attaining overall cost leadership, and we spent a lot of time in both of these in last two sections. And finally, you could focus on one of the segments of the customer where you are either better in terms of differentiation or cost. So you could have industry wide, so four broad strategies. You could overall industry wide, you could have cost leadership and differentiation, or you could focus on a segment and have cost differentiation, cost leadership and differentiation in that segment. Then what you need to answer in this business strategy, what are the sales, market share, and profitability goals for next 3 to 5 years? You talk about your product and service line that you will have in future. How would you market and what customers would you target to build your business? How would you generate demand for your products and services? How will you sell and distribute them? How will you purchase materials and manufacture your products and services at the best possible cost and the quality required? How would you get the right people and get the best out of them to run all these businesses, all these areas? How would you develop new products because you will get quickly copied? So, how would you continue to develop new products and services? And finally, how would you finance your businesses and exercise management control to ensure that your strategy is getting fully implemented? So, it's answering these questions that is a business strategy. And the winning business strategy is a business strategy that involves consideration of these four factors. Four factors are company strengths and weaknesses, which are your assets and skills relative to the competitor, including your financial, technology, brand, etc. And the personal value of the organization. That is the second factor that determines the motivation and needs of the key executives and implementer that who will implement this chosen strategy. So, and this strength and weaknesses combined with values determine the internal limit to the winning business strategy that you can adopt. So, it says what is the outer limit, inner limit, or where you can reach based on your strength and weaknesses and personal values of the key implementers. The external limit of your winning business strategy is determined by the industry and broader environment. Industry opportunities and threats outline the competitive environment and what are the risks and what are the rewards in that. And societal expectations reflect the impact on the company of such things as government policy, social concerns, evolving mores, etc. So these four factors are important that to consider to formulate a winning business strategy. So it's a business strategy. The winning business strategy is a business strategy that perfectly balances continuously over a period of time in future the internal factors of the company like a company's strengths and weaknesses and personal values to with the external factors like industry opportunity threats and so given the industry external factors and your internal factor, what is the best thing that you can do in terms of your goals, strategies, and all those questions that we asked? And you can test, as we saw, whether you have a winning business strategy if you pass these four tests. These are the tests of internal consistency, environmental fit, resource fit, and communication and implementation. And if you answer these questions as you see in your screen, which I'm not going to read out for you, then you say, yes, I have a winning business strategy. And we saw that as an example of Johnson and Johnson, where the Johnson and Johnson Business Care, the consumer business, has a winning business strategy, right? So, what do we do in the next module? So, in the next module, having looked at, recapped what is a winning business strategy, we'll start talking about how to formulate such a winning business strategy, and we will take a quick overview of the process, and then we will get into, in the subsequent lectures, get into each of the steps as we go forward. I hope you're continuing to learn something new. You're continuing to enjoy. I thank you for watching this first video of the new section on formulating winning business strategy. And I hope I look forward to see you again in the next lecture.